All right, it's your girl, Miss Meka T, right here on Mic Check. I am here today talking about something extraordinary to me and unbelievable, but I'm here with this awesome guest panel of comedians, and I'm also a comedian myself, so we are here to bring you something that, and it sounds like something I made up, but I promise you I did not make this up. And yes, if you look down, you will see the petroleum jelly on the table, because in between my hands, yeah, they cracked and dry. I'm so real, I'm going to put this on in front of y'all. But right now, I'm going to introduce my friends here today. On my right here, my girl, Miss Andrea Newfield. Let's get it.
How you doing?
My brothers to my left, Mr. Maurice Bryant.
What it do?
My other brother, Rashawn Lindsay.
What up, y'all?
Project Restoration. That's another awesome project.
Yeah, y'all represent.
Yeah, wrinkle and all. Getting it in.
Yeah, getting it in.
So I'm going to ask my sister to hold this mic real quick while I put this Vaseline on my hands. And no, it is not what you think it's about. Today the topic is about anal and oral sex in school. What do you think about that? Now, I've been getting a lot of people texting me, inboxing me, and calling me, and like, Meka, you gotta talk about this. I was like, I'm gonna talk about something. Get ready, America. It's about anal and oral sex being taught in school. What do you think? So with all these questions that my friends text me, I was like, let me get my brothers and sisters in on this, because this is something too big for me to go in with. So, sis, what you think about this anal and oral sex being taught in school? And I think it was some other things being taught with that.
Yeah, I mean, but this has been going on for a while. This has been going on for a while. Seriously, it actually started a few years back. It could be up to 10 years ago at the Geneva Convention. And part of it was to teach the kids oral and anal sex here in the United States. And that took place, it's been a while. But that is not the school's place to be teaching the kids that. First of all, I personally believe, because I am a Christian, your sexuality should be taught from the church. Mm-hmm. And I really truly believe that. Or your parents and your church should be teaching it, because reason being, sex was created for a husband and a wife. Right. It wasn't just created just to have something to do, a recreational affair, nothing of that type. Right. So as far as our kids being taught that, no. Because right now, a lot of what people don't know is that there's an epidemic proportion of AIDS is on the rise between the ages of 13 and 24 here in the city of Cincinnati. Partly because of that type of thought that your sexuality is your own and you can do whatever you want to do, and there are no consequences for that. What
bothers me is that most of the kids, we're going to teach them about anal and oral, but half of them don't know how to read. At that age, 13 up to 24. Young man, I said, spell Price. He spelled Prizzezez. I said, come on. What was that? That wasn't Price. The kids today talk like they text. Brother, right. What you think about this? Either one of y'all, hit it.
Man, I just want to know, like, when they was being taught, how the facial expressions on their face when the teacher was telling them. Because I know when I was growing up, that would shock me. I think the worst thing that I heard when I was in school was my teacher told me she had a gun and she'd shoot me, I mean, but nothing about, that was a shocker. I
went to the hood school.
Right. Yeah, I did. I went to a hood school, but just to have that topic and to be educated on something like that, I think confusion. Mm-hmm. Because, it's confusing. It causes a lot of confusion. Not only with the kids, but with the parents as well, with the class, with the teachers, it's just back to back. So, I don't know, like, how do we go about this thing as parents? I guess that's my question, because I got a son, I got kids in school right now, and how do I go about this as a parent,
Maurice, you got it.
My thing is I feel like it's going to birth curiosity in our youth. Mm-hmm. And to your point, Andrea, you talked about HIV, from 13 to 24. I got a 12-year-old, about to be 13 in January, and so, he about to hit that prime age. And my thing is that there's certain things that I just don't expose my son to, because he 12. He shouldn't be talking about oral sex and anal sex and things of that nature simply because he gonna come home and I'm gonna give him a very basic question because I don't want him to explore anything farther. But on the flip side, kids are a little more curious. They're a little more curious about this kind of
Absolutely.
stuff.
Absolutely.
The last thing I want to see is seeing my son like, well, Dad, I want to invite Johnny up. Like, no, Negro, we can't do this.
Right. Right.
You know, like
That is not normal, and
Right.
it's not an alternate lifestyle.
Right.
Absolutely. Compared to today, to the past, when your mama was trying to hide everything possible. I remember I found, and Mama forgive me, Lord forgive me, I remember when my mama died, I didn't know my mama had freak in her. I found all these pornos, and I was like, oh my God, Mama, you didn't tell me about this. And Lord have mercy, when she passed away, I found myself watching them excessively. I didn't watch regular TV anymore, but I was like, oh my God, this is what anal and oral's about. Okay. You know, it was tough, but those are the things
church on Sunday morning.
hey, back then parents were trying to hide it. Today
It's open.
It's wide open.
what you think, Andrea? It's like, oh my God.
About what part of it you just explained?
Yeah, but today, like back then, they were trying to hide all of this.
Of course,
but today,
of course they were trying to hide it. I mean, back then, if you think about it, we were more concerned about our morals and values and things of that nature. We taught our kids morals and values. We taught our young men and women to keep themselves. They are not being taught that you need to value your virtue.
Right.
So now that you have this going on, it's just so open. You know, people think it's okay, and it's not. It's not okay.
not.
What people don't realize is we've got to a place that you have to accept something in order to respect something, and that is not true.
Right.
You can respect someone without accepting
Yeah.
that behavior.
Right.
we definitely have the two confused.
Yeah, we got it confused. So respecting is not accepting. I can respect you as an individual, but I do not have to accept your poor behavior.
Don't feel like cooking tonight? Well, now you don't have to with Snappy Tomatoes Delicious Pizza. Call in right now and place your order. We also have pizza specials like our Hawaiian pineapple pizza with juicy golden pineapples and our delicious Italian tomato sauce, or our new jalapeno mozzarella peppers. And for dessert, try our new upside down pineapple cheesecake. To call and place your order, call 513-555-1234 or go online to www.snappytomatoes.com. Snappy Tomatoes. Call or go online at www.snappytomatoes.com.